Hey guys, Paul here from FamilyWheels.ca. Thanks for tuning in. Not this week to a car review, but for a driver's skill test review, if you will. I'm here at the City of Calgary Police Training Facility, and I'm with Ford Canada for their Driving Skills for Life program. They've been good enough to get me out here with Dave Drimmy, lead instructor on the program. It's meant more for high school age kids to kind of see what being behind the wheel is all about, putting them maybe into some distracted driving type of scenarios, maybe get them to a skid as well, see how they fare. But of course, with winter coming up, slicker roads, I thought it'd be great to get behind the wheel with Dave, get some tips for all of us as well. So stay tuned, we'll see what Dave brings to the show. I always see the side view back. So here I am with Dave Drimmy, lead instructor. Good to meet you.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me along. So tell me a bit more about the program. What's the impetus for it?
Well, the Ford Driving Skills for Life program is all about to teach our younger teen drivers, newly licensed drivers, safe driving practices, if you will. And, we're going to be teaching some advanced driver training skills, if you will, but also it's about sort of the proper decision making when you get behind the wheel. What type of environmental aspects are you dealing with? Has it rained that day? Has it snowed? It's having the right sort of proper decision making approach when you get behind the wheel.
Cool. And the first of the 4 stations that we're looking at here is...
This is what's called vehicle handling. And we're sitting in a Mustang, and the Mustang has what's called like a little hydraulic system on the back. What we're going to do is we're going to induce what's called an oversteer, which is, in layman's terms, when the rear end comes out. Classic oversteer situations happen. Again, it can happen in summer, it can happen in winter, it can happen in fall, spring. Because looping a car, obviously, in traffic on the road, you can either end up in the ditch, you can end up in oncoming traffic. It's how to control that oversteer that's going to save you in the long run. And that's what we're gonna run through right now, Paul. So.
Well, let's put it through its tests. Let's see how it does. Let's see how I do, I guess.
Perfect.
That's the important part.
Yeah. So as you build up a bit of speed, you're gonna find that the rear end is gonna break loose on you. And then how are you gonna correct that?
How do I correct it?
Well, basically it's called counter steer, and your vision has to be where you want to go as opposed to where the car is going. A lot of times, see, there you go, and see the counter steer helps you get back into the line where you want to go. And so your vision should always be where you want the car to go, not where it's going. The problem with a lot of people is they get what's called target fixation, which is, the car is going towards the guardrail or the car is going towards a tree.
Just like mountain biking, you gotta go know where you're going.
Exactly. Excellent. That's
cool.
Great. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Good job.
It's a great, because how often do you actually get to do something like this in day-to-day driving, right?
I got, going back to when I was a new driver, we didn't have programs like this. And I took my parents' car out for the first time in the wintertime. I made the mistake. I didn't sort of adjust my speed for the conditions, and I looped the car into a snowbank.
Yeah.
Like, thankfully, I didn't hurt myself. It didn't hurt anybody else. The car was fine. But that was, my first experience in that kind of condition and not knowing how to get myself out of an oversteer situation.
Huh.
So that's what we're teaching younger drivers to do, is to recognize when the rear end is going to let loose like that, and then how to correct it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's station 1.
Station 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to speed up to about 50 kilometers an hour, and you're going to come to sort of the 3 lanes, if you will, each with a different light at the end of it. And right now you see them; they're all green.
Yep.
Two of them are going to go red. One's going to go green, and that's the lane that you need to swerve in. Perfect. Just like that.
Cool. Onward?
Perfect. Onward. So let's get over to what we call speed management. So you're going to come up here. The light is going to turn red, and that's when you're...
That's when I brake.
That's when you brake.
There we go. Be too smart. Cool.
Good
Yeah,
job.
when you feel those ABS systems and whatnot kick in, it's not every day you get to feel that.
You don't.
So just getting that sense for exactly, you know, what a Ford Escape can do under extreme braking.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, good job.
Right on.
Good job.
Thanks. Where to next?
So let's go over to what's called our distraction.
Just because it's such a...
This is going to be tricky with a phone. This is a tight course. Here we go. So, hi, buddy. Oh, that's a misspell. I'm not even spelling it correctly. What?
And you can see you're actually weaving in and out of the lanes. You just ran
Hit a
over
cone.
a cone. In a sense, I've just demonstrated to you the perils of texting and driving. I mean, you disobeyed that sign back there.
Yep.
And we could have come head on into any situation.
Absolutely. And hey, let's look at this text together because I wasn't even able to send the text properly.
Hi, Ugly. What for dinner? I gobbledygook, gobbledygook, gobbledygook. Yeah.
Let's have a look there. You see, it is gibberish. There are numbers where letters should be, incomplete words.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well for me.
Yeah, and I mean, again, we're able to chuckle about this, but we're imparting serious messaging here, and I think the retention level is good because, you know, there is this interactive play between our instructors and the sort of the younger inexperienced drivers, and we're not trying to preach to them, but through sort of in a simulated environment like this where we can have a little bit of a chuckle, we're still imparting serious messaging, and that's what we hope that they take away, you know, once they leave this course. And a lot of the students do get out and they say, you know, they're having a good time, but they're retaining the messages.
Driving Skills for Life.
.ca is the website for more information. And you know, for the program for next year, for some people that may want to wonder where the program's going next year, it's drivingskillsforlife.ca, and we'll post up there in the next number of months where the program's going to be next year, so you can be able to sign up online.
Very cool. This has been great.
Thank you.
Thank you
for being here.
You bet.